It's a flyweight matchup between Joseph Benavidez and Sergio Pettis. The younger brother of former UFC lightweight champion Anthony Showtime Pettis. Here is the flyweight contender, Sergio Pettis, outstanding kickboxer under the tutelage of the outstanding striking coach Duke Rufus. Still a young man, Sergio Pettis has improved leaps and bounds since he made his first walk in the UFC tonight. Finds himself in yet another big fight, Joe.
This guy is one of the toughest guys I have ever seen inside the octagon. His ability to absorb punishment and then come back from it is just absolutely incredible to watch.
One of the best fighters on this UFC roster to never realize a UFC championship. Enter Joseph Benavidez, 25-4, and a guy who has only lost to all-time greats. This is a southpaw born in Las Cruces, New Mexico, who can do it all. Jiu-Jitsu making the walk tonight.
Joseph Benavidez is one of the toughest, craftiest fighters to ever fight inside the octagon. Fighting the majority of his career in the beginning against much larger competition, he had to rely on intelligence and technique, and that has paid off with devastating fashion as he is finally able to compete in his natural weight class.
Our tale of the tape for this flyweight fight. Benavidez is 9 years the elder. Pettis is 2 inches taller. He will have a 4-inch reach advantage. Let's get it started. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Taekwondo fighter holding a professional record of 16 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Sergio Pettis. And now introducing the opponent. Fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 25 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Joseph Benavidez! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready to fight? Ready.
First round underway. So here's the southpaw Joseph Benavidez. He has spent the bulk of his career in contention, fighting the best guys in the world, and more often than not, he has his hand raised. How will he approach it tonight? Southpaw fighter versus an orthodox fighter. Very interesting stylistic challenge for Jiu-Jitsu tonight. Oh, he found the target there. That'll work. Joe, how do you think he approaches this challenge tonight?
Look out for the overhand right of Joseph Benavidez. He will throw it hard and throw it often.
Pettis gets the early takedown. Nice start to the round for him. Let's see what he can do with it.
Tries to pass, but can't. Trying to spin to the back.
And he landed the right hand there.
Half guard here. Establishes full mount here. Hip escape. And he's out of the full mount. Nicely done. He's moved to full guard. He's got the guillotine. He's got that guillotine locked in tight. That is just amazing technique. His guillotine is nasty.
And there's the tap.
He got the choke for the tap.
Well, yeah, so the work in the gym pays off here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Gorgeous setup on the choke, and I think even better execution down the stretch. Clearly, it was sunk in deep. His opponent had no choice but to tap or take a nap. In this case, he chose to tap out.
Let's see it again here. Deep guillotine choke, full guard for the tap. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight. Bruce Buffer to wrap it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 10 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Sergio Pettis.
Well, what a submission win for this oncoming force here tonight. I think he's going to be a problem for a lot of fighters in this division. Tonight, though, is all about the celebration after getting the finish that he so sought. Coming in here tonight, you see how happy his coaches are, his training partners. This is going to be a fun night for this team and one that they have richly deserved. All right, coming up next, we get to this flyweight matchup between John Moraga and Ray Bourque. The Taz Mexican Devil, Ray Bourque, has vaulted into flyweight contention, has made some changes to his training camp. For a long time, he trained under Tom and Arlene Vaughn in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Still in the ABQ, but now at Jackson Wink MMA, his striking coach, Brandon Gibson, six-gun striking, one of the best in the sport. They've made a lot of strides with Bourque's striking game, and if that catches up with the grappling, Joe, a scary proposition really for everyone at 125 pounds.
This guy has devastating takedowns. The ability to get his opponent to the mat time and time again has proven to be one of the most effective tools in his arsenal.
So here's the former UFC flyweight title challenger, the no-nonsense John Moraga. He's shown a nice display of skills thus far in the UFC, Joe. Obviously comes in with some serious wrestling credentials, has shown off an opportunistic submission game as well, and has shown some pop in his hands as well. So John Moraga has been in there with the best flyweights in the world. Yet another massive spot for the Arizona native here tonight.
This next guy has incredible takedowns. Both timing, speed, and of course technique are literally top of the food chain.
And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight tilt. Moraga is 9 years the elder. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 11 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Ray, the Taz Mexican Devil, Bourque. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, John Moreno. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this
Ready,
one.
Ready. Go.
And we are underway. Ray Bourque has always been a guy who pushes a tremendous pace and leads the dance in the UFC. Now he goes for the single leg. All right, first round is underway. Look for him to try to set up a takedown here, Joe. You know he's going to try to get this fight to the ground at all costs. He's got some of the best ground and pound in the game, but in order to execute it, he's got to get the fight to the ground.
Oh, reversal. He's going to try to take the back, I think.
Ray Bourque gets in the clinch.
He's got double underhooks here.
Bourque's worked in that underhook now. And now trying to take the back. Bourque gets double underhooks now.
He's got him down. Oh, look at that transition. Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position. Oh, look at this. He's got the arm secured. That choke is deep. Now he's fully got the triangle locked in. Oh, that's it. He got in the choke, refused to tap, and went night-night.
Yeah, that's about as good as it gets with that choke, and if you're not willing to tap out, as he was not, then you're going to go to sleep, and that's exactly what happened. A beautiful setup and even better technique to get the finish to put him out cold.
And one last time, super tight choke, and he's out. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 35 seconds in the very first round. For the winner by submission, Ray, the Chaz Mexican Deathhead.
So there he is, your winner by way of submission, and how good was that? I mean, you talk about maximizing a UFC showcase, and that's a great example of doing just that. You see him sharing a moment here with his coaches, his training partners, and you can be sure that with the hard work done and the hay in the barn, that these guys are going to be celebrating deep into the night after a submission win like this. Coming up next, it's a flyweight showdown between Dustin Ortiz and Demetrius Johnson. Well, for a while, Demetrius Johnson had to fight up a weight class at bantamweight, but since he has dropped to 125 pounds, he has taken on all comers and beat everybody the UFC has thrown his way. The consensus top pound-for-pound fighter in the game today, UFC flyweight champion, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson.
Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson is the king of the lightest weight class in the UFC. And because of that, he has to face the fastest, most technical fighters in mixed martial arts. And of all of them, he is the very best.
So here is the Franklin, Tennessee native Dustin Ortiz. Outstanding wrestling pedigree, but the striking has really caught up to the grappling over the course of his UFC career. Here's a guy who has been in there with most of the elite fighters at 125 pounds. Big wins against contending types like Ray Bourque, Justin Scoggins. See what he can do tonight here, Joe. Dustin Ortiz makes the walk yet again.
This guy is a very well-rounded fighter. He does not mind standing or going to the ground, and this diversity makes him very unpredictable.
Hard tail of the tape for this flyweight fight. Johnson is 2 years the elder. Ortiz is 2 inches taller. Johnson will have the 1-inch reach advantage. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 27 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Parkland, Washington, USA, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 18 wins, 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Franklin, Tennessee, Dustin Ortiz! action begins. Our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go. So here he is, the UFC flyweight champion, Demetrius Johnson, still undefeated at 125 pounds. You know he's got some power, but the submission game has really been there in the UFC. 9 career wins by submission. You got to think the opponent is mindful of that going into this one tonight.
Perfectly timed sweep.
Joe, your thoughts on what we might see here early?
One thing Demetrius Johnson likes to do is counter-strike. He takes advantages of openings that his opponent leaves him while they are trying to attack. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. Tries to pass, but cannot. He's got him in side control. Excellent movement here on the ground. He's looking to take the back. He's got his back here.
Takes the back, now going for the rear naked choke.
Whenever you're caught in a rear naked choke, tuck the chin, turn the head towards the choke. Then there's the body triangle. Tightens down the breathing. Now he switches it to the full rear naked choke. This choke is getting tighter and tighter. He may have to tap. Oh my God!
He'll do it!
Set up the choke, completed the job, and got the victory.
Well, yeah, Joe, he told us during fight week he's been working dutifully on his submission game, and he was going to look for an opening here tonight. Safe to say he found one. Near perfect setup on the choke. It was sunk in deep, and his opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep.
And here we see it again from a second angle. Cuts off the blood supply, and there's the tap. And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop these contests at 2 minutes, 15 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke, Demetrius Johnson!
Well, no surprise, Demetrius Johnson gets it done yet again here tonight. This is a championship title reign that is coming up on like 2,000 days. Absolutely incredible. You know his future's in the UFC Hall of Fame, but you wonder just how long this prime can last, because at least right now, it looks like DJ can rule this division for several more years. Dominant effort out of Demetrius Johnson here tonight. All right, coming up next, it's a flyweight matchup between Jussier Formiga and Brandon Moreno. So here he is, the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno, very much a young man and very much a flyweight title contender, an outstanding jiu-jitsu fighter, submitted Louis Smolka as the biggest underdog on the fight card in his UFC debut back in 2016, and then followed that up with a win over Ryan Benoit to immediately vault into contention. Brazilian jiu-jitsu purple belt has got some pop in his hands as well. We'll see if Brandon Moreno can take his career to the next level with a win here tonight.
This guy has tremendous ground technique, and his ability to pass guard and get to a dominant position is elite.
So here is the Nova União staple, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Jussier Formiga, known, of course, as a Jiu-Jitsu guy, tremendous back taker, but the striking has really improved leaps and bounds since he stepped foot inside this octagon, Joe. Still a developing striker. We'll see how it goes for Formiga here tonight.
This fighter is a world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu artist. If he can get this fight to the ground, he will have an advantage there over almost everyone in the world.
For this flyweight tilt, more than 5 years apart. with similar height and some differences in reach. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Brandon, the Assassin Baby, Moreno! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 21 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of the tall Brazil, Jussier Formiga! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Miragliotta.
Dan Miragliotta.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go.
Just missed with a huge kick.
Formiga gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. And he connects with the punch there. Ooh, beautiful shot. Lands. Both guys landing big shots. Oh, huge shot there, lands flush. Formiga gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though.
Caught him with a punch.
Well, he's playing with fire here, Joe. He continues to be vulnerable.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy. Full mount. Hip escape. Gets out of the full mount. Into side control. He's got a reverse triangle here. He's looking for the inverted triangle from side control. What he wants to do here is he wants to rotate his hips, trap the arm, then he wants to step over his opponent's head, slide his leg behind his opponent's head, lock it up behind the back of his, and he got free. That was close. He's on top again. Well done, sweep, and winds up in guard. And back to the mount. Good shot to the head. Nice elbow.
Oh, outstanding combination of elbows there, Joe, by Moreno.
He's got the back here. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy. Slides him over, and nice reversal here. Sweet reversal. It looks to me like he's trying to turn towards either side, and he's got his back.
Looks like he's going for the rear naked choke here, Joe. The question is he under the chin?
Oh, he's under the chin. From there, he wants to grab a hold of his bicep, and he wants to put his other hand behind his opponent's head for maximum leverage.
And there it is.
The round was about to end, sunk in the submission, and got the victory.
Well, yeah, Joe, you could tell he was going to stop at nothing to leave the judges out of this one here tonight. He was focused on getting the win and getting it by submission. And you saw him in hot pursuit of it much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it. Then there was an opening there late, largely caused by a beautiful setup, and the submission comes late in the round. High-level stuff there.
Let's see it one more time. Got the arm in deep under the neck, locked in tight. And it's over before they even get a chance to tap. And here's a different angle on it.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta calls a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 20 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, Jussier Formiga!
Well, at this point, all that is left is the celebration, and it's nice to see this fighter sharing the moment with his coaches and training partners after the big submission win here tonight. He had no shortage of naysayers coming in. A lot of people said he couldn't come in here and submit a foe of this quality. Well, that should mute the masses a little bit. That should set him up for a big fight moving forward. Tonight, though, as I mentioned, all about the celebration, and it is on in the corner. Coming up next, it's a flyweight matchup between Dustin Scoggins and John Dodson. With a devastating combination of speed and power, here is the Albuquerque, New Mexico, born and raised John Dodson, longtime staple of the Jackson Wink MMA camp, now plying his trade up a division at 135 pounds. Couldn't solve the Demetrius Johnson puzzle, but has looked very good thus far in the bantamweight division. We'll see what John Dodson brings to the table here tonight, Joe.
John Dodson may very well be one of the fastest and most athletic fighters to ever compete inside the octagon. If you are a fan of fast-paced action, John Dodson's technique is literally second to none.
All right, so here he is, a very accomplished striker, finally making the walk to the octagon tonight. Gotta think he'll be interested, of course, in keeping this fight standing in his wheelhouse. And he's got the takedown defense to keep this fight where he wants it. No doubt he'll be looking to put on a striking clinic here tonight.
This guy has one of the best abilities to take a shot that I have ever seen in all my years of commentating on fights. His chin is truly world class.
Till the tape for this flyweight fight. Dodson is 8 years his senior. The reach is identical. We go inside the octagon. Here's the veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 20 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, John the Magician Dodson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner, a karate fighter holding a professional record of 11 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Spartanburg, South Carolina, Dustin Ortiz. And when the action begins, a referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
Ready?
Well, it is a building long on combat sports tradition, and mixed martial arts certainly making its presence felt here as we get underway at Madison Square Garden in New York City. All right, let's see how it goes here. Early round 1 for the speedster John Dodson. Joe, this might be the fastest guy on the roster. And by the way, he's never been knocked out. This is a hard shin to find, and that figures to be the case here once again tonight. Huge block there. All right, first round is underway, and you know what to look out for here. The powerful overhand punches. That is a big part of his game plan. Every time he makes this walk, it is his go-to punch. We'll see if he can find a home for it early tonight. He blocks the punch.
Oh, he tagged him. He's hurt. He's hurt bad.
He's got him hurt here.
Big shots.
Big body shot.
Comes right back. There's a nice left.
Oh!
Oh, spinning back fist. He solved it right there. Very nice.
Whoa!
knockout victory.
Yeah, Joe, just the way he drew it up as he gets the knockout victory here tonight, it's hard to land a strike more flush than he did right there, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming. So he'll see the replay and probably shake his head, but ultimately this is a huge result and a huge win for that fighter here tonight.
Let's check that out from a different angle. And here we see it one more time. Look at the timing in this shot. Boom! Right on the button.
And there he is after a massive knockout here tonight. Near perfect execution and a seminal moment for him here in the octagon tonight. Now to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 5 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, John the Magician Dodson!
So the Magician John Dodson with yet another big performance here tonight. I'm just not sure there's a fighter on the roster who enjoys his day job as much as Dodson does. That is one pure athlete right there, and a guy who very well could be the UFC Bantamweight champion before his career is said and done. Coming up next, it's a flyweight matchup between Ben Nguyen and Louis Smolka. So here's the Hawaiian Louis Smolka. You remember the UFC debut well against Altekin Oskalic. Maintained the undefeated record that night on short notice. That was in Georgia back in 2014 and has had a lot of big wins since. You may remember the main event against Patty Houlihan, submission win by rear naked choke there. This man has a flair for the dramatic, a dynamic striker, and can grapple with the best of them as well. Not a lot of glaring weaknesses when it comes to the all-around mixed martial arts game of the Hawaiian Louis Smolka.
This guy has an incredible ability to control fighters. It's extremely frustrating for the man on the bottom, but once he gets the fight to the ground, oftentimes that is where the fight will remain.
So as this young fighter makes the walk, you gotta think he's thinking strategically about how to get this fight to the ground to set up his guard passing abilities. Great technique, plus athlete as well, and really a guy who cuts the guard with the best of them to set up a dominant position on the ground. I think a lot of opponents are sort of freaked out by just how quickly this guy transitions between positions on the ground. No doubt his opponent has prepared. Sometimes you just can't simulate an athlete like this in training.
This guy has an amazing ability to control fighters from the top position. Once he gets there, that is where the fight will remain.
And now our tale of the tape for this flyweight tilt. So 3 years the gap in age between these two fighters. Some differences in height and reach as well. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 11 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting at a Kapolei, Hawaii, Louis the Last Samurai Smolka. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Brisbane, Australia, Ben 10 UN. And when the action begins, the referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We are underway. Opens with the left hand and lands flush. And he lands a nice kick. Blocks that strike.
Good right hand, that's what I'm talking about. Powerful jab. Big kick, but miss. Oh, this could be it. Oh, big shot. Trying to take the back here.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Nice.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
And he's trying to pass. Hits the reversal and right into north-south. Reversal, very nice. He's trying to pass here.
And he eats a right hand there. Smolka gets in the clinch. Just over 2 minutes to go in round one.
Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position. Inside control once again. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. Into full mount.
Lands the elbow, that should leave a mark. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Ben Wynn. Oh, he's got the arm, Joe, trying to set up an arm bar here.
He's got the arm here. Now he's going to throw his leg over. Turns the hips. He's going to sit back. Throw the leg over the face. This could be it. Break the grip. This could be it. It's getting tighter. And he gets out. I thought he was going to have to tap. Wow. This is where those knees to the body can come and play. Excellent movement here on the ground. And he's going to try to take the back.
Second round, straight ahead.
Excellent work. All those rounds on the pads in the gym have paid off. Now we're going to continue. Keep doing exactly what you're doing.
There we see it again. Let's take a look at it from a different angle.
Brittany Palmer in the building.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here.
At the end of that round, his opponent was clearly hurt. He's going to look to start this round off fast and try to pick up where he left off.
Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Ben Wynn. Finds a home for that left hook.
Whoa! This could be it right here. Big straight punch. Oh, very nice.
Both guys landing with conviction now.
Nice takedown. Neither fighter's really doing anything. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy. North-south. Looking for the choke. He's locking that choke in. Now he's got it. He wants to move his opponent's left arm out of the way. That's the arm that's defending. Once he gets that out of the way, then he can work the choke. Used excellent technique in getting that choke for the victory.
Well, yeah, Joe, you could tell he's been working on his submission game. That was really a choke that was set up perfectly. He got it sunk in deep, and his opponent was going to go to sleep if he didn't tap out, so he took the lesser of two evils, and he's forced to tap.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 10 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Luis the Last Samurai Smolka.
Well, the celebration is on in the corner after the big submission win here tonight. He told us during fight week that he needed to prioritize a finish here. Decisions were not going to be enough to take his career where he wants to take it, and expeditiously. So, gets the submission tonight. Now the celebration is on. There got to be few things in all of pro sports as satisfying than to be able to celebrate a... All right, coming up next, it's a flyweight matchup between Henry Cejudo and Tim Elliott. All right, so an interesting stylistic clash in front of this young fighter here tonight. You got to think he's trying to figure out how best to get this fight to the ground and use his ability to pass. This guy cuts the guard with the best of them. Great technique, but also a plus athlete. And he's not afraid to lean on that athleticism and do some unorthodox things to better position himself on the ground.
This guy has thunderous kicking power, amongst the scariest kickers in the world of mixed martial arts, and his opponent has to be keenly aware of that danger.
So here is one of the best flyweights in the world, the 2008 Olympic gold medalist in freestyle wrestling, Henry Cejudo. This is a very smart fighter, known, of course, as a wrestler, power double leg, great jab, but it's been the boxing attack that he's featured in the UFC thus far. Outstanding hand speed for Cejudo. We'll see how he approaches this challenge tonight, Joe.
This guy has some of the best guard passing in all of mixed martial arts. His technique and the speed of his execution is outstanding.
Tail of the tape for this flyweight fight. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, with some differences in height and a similar reach. We send it inside the octagon, we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Lee Summit, Missouri, Tim Elliott. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A Greco-Roman wrestler, holding a professional record of 12 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, Henry the Messenger Cejudo! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, third man in the octagon for this one.
Are you ready? Let's go, come on!
Big left hand there inside. And now starting to snap off that jab.
He hurt him with that hook. Body kick, look at that. There he swung with a haymaker.
Changes his stance.
Oh, he clipped him!
Oh! Well, that kick landed the body beautifully placed right underneath that elbow. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now defensively to avoid opening up that midsection to further damage by that kick. Pretty strong jab there by Elliott. Well, some have gotten through, Joe. This shot is blocked.
Tries a big hook to the head, but misses.
In on a single here.
Oh! Beautiful takedown. Tries to pass here, but gets shut down. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy.
Cejudo's got double underhooks now.
Beautiful timing with that takedown. Excellent posture. He's out of full guard and into half guard now.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Trying to pass there, but he gets stopped. He's in half guard here.
His back, nice offense from the bottom.
Full mount. Got him in full mount here, and he's raining combinations down on him. Big punch from the top. Oh, there's a good shot from the bottom. Mount again. Great job of ground and pound here. Ripping to the body and to the head, staying busy. Big punch from the bottom.
Making all these shots count.
Nice shot to the head.
Elliott's nose is cut, and as such, shit's bleeding.
He lands a big shot from the bottom. Excellent punch.
Final seconds of round one. I mean, how many can he take? 4 seconds to the end of round one.
Big power on this punch and results in a knockdown. Let's take a look at that again. Let's see it one more time.
Great job, great job. Listen, I think you can finish this thing now. This next round, I want you to come out, give me a...
Brittany Palmer is in the building.
Here we go, second round, you ready? You ready?
Round 2 is underway. Oh, a huge block there. Cejudo gets caught with that punch. Big power shot there. Going for the single leg now. Changing to the southpaw stance now, Joe. Oh!
He's in a lot of trouble. Oh!
Oh, he might be out. Big
Beautiful
body
shot there, too.
Outstanding output on both sides. Oh, body kick is there for Cejudo. Battle for position here. Oh, he's keeping busy here in the clinch. Knee to the body. Oh!
Oh, he hurt him. Bad. Bad. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. Oh, head kick. Big kick to the body lands. Wow. He's rocked.
Takedown attempt there.
Look at this, takedown! Full mount.
He lands with the left. Oh, going for the armbar now. That might be tight.
He's in full mount here, and he's looking for the armbar. What he wants to do is, first thing he wants to do is secure the arm, tie it up. Then he wants to scoot his hips forward, rotate the hips, throw his leg across his opponent's face, then sit back, break the grip, extend. Outstanding.
Will do it.
Outstanding. A beautiful job in setting up this armbar. Excellent technique.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Joe. Really impressive work here tonight. The way he worked to secure that arm and ultimately get the submission finish. He was going to stop at nothing to get the armbar here tonight, and ultimately his opponent is forced to tap.
And here it is again, absolutely perfectly executed. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight, Joe Rogan, as he gets the win by way of submission. Certainly one of the bigger wins of his career, and as big a statement as he could have made here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 7 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, Henry the Messenger Cejudo.
So there he is, your winner by way of submission, and candidly, Joe, I'm not sure this night could have gone any better. He did have some doubters coming in. He said, I gotta mute those naysayers, and they're not gonna keep quiet unless I can actually get this guy out of there. So mission accomplished, no judges necessary tonight. He gets the submission, and now all that's left is to celebrate with his coaches and training partners. What a moment for this oncoming fighter. Coming up next, it's a flyweight matchup between Wilson Haste and Dustin Scoggins. Oh, is it great to see this guy make the walk here tonight. Really as accomplished a striker as we've seen come into the UFC in years. And no surprise, he'll be interested in keeping the fight standing tonight. We'll see if he can put on a striking clinic. If the takedown defense holds up, figures to have a pronounced advantage on the feet.
This fighter has an iron jaw. I have seen him take shots on the chin and not be affected. Shots that would knock a lesser man completely unconscious.
So here chose a flyweight, really, for my money, that can do it all. Wilson Haste, he has won major titles outside the UFC. Not a lot of glaring weaknesses when you break down the film. This is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, moved to the United States after receiving his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt to teach the gentle art, and has vaulted into title contention here late in his UFC career.
This guy has incredible stamina and ridiculous cardio. If his opponent can't slow him down, he is not going to be able to keep up with him.
And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight tilt. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with some differences in height and a similar reach. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a karate fighter holding a professional record of 11 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Spartanburg, South Carolina, Dustin Scoggins. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, USA, Wilson Haste. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
All right, so this UFC Grand Prix tournament is coming up next. This format has been all the rage with a lot of the hardcore mixed martial arts fans out there. Sort of an homage to the history of UFC and Pride with a single-night tournament game event here. And let's see who can be the last man standing here tonight.
He's in deep danger right now. Deep danger. Oh, big knee. Oh, look at this. Who saw that coming?
Big body shot.
Body. Trying to spin to the back. Now he's in guard. Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position. And he winds up on top.
3 minutes and counting to go here in round one. Oh, and he connects there. Well, he's been on his back here, but he's actually doing some pretty effective work, Joe. Lands a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done there.
Right there. There's an arm bar right there. He's got the arm here. Now he's going to throw his leg over. He's got that arm bar locked up. It's very close here.
He might get a finish here.
Break the grip. He's got it. Excellent technique here. Got the arm bar and got the tap.
Yeah, that is some high-level Brazilian jiu-jitsu right there. Just the way he transitioned to secure the arm up against his body and ultimately force the tap. High-level stuff out of that young man here tonight.
And here's the end. And one more time from this angle, we can see that arm bar locked in tight for the tap. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight. We go right inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 51 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Wilson Hayes.
Well, what a submission win for this oncoming force here tonight. I think he's going to be a problem for a lot of fighters in this division. Tonight, though, is all about the celebration after getting the finish that he so sought. Coming in here tonight, you see how happy his coaches are, his training partners. This is going to be a fun night for this team and one that they have richly deserved. All right, coming up next, it's a flyweight matchup between Sergio Pettis and Ray Bourque. All right, Joe, we get another look tonight at the flyweight contender, Ray Bourque. This is still a young man, but he's accomplished quite a bit thus far in the UFC. Really finding his groove now at 125 pounds since aligning with Brandon Gibson and the folks at Jackson Wink MMA there in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Some of the best scrambles in the sport. This man is the master of the transition. And not unlike Jussier Formiga, this guy can take the back with the best of them. Here is Ray Bourque making another UFC appearance here tonight.
This guy has nasty chokes. His ability to cinch up a choke and finish it from any position is truly elite.
All right, so here is the flyweight contender, Sergio Pettis. Started his MMA training at 13 years old after seeing his brother, Anthony Showtime Pettis' first 3 UFC fights and we are certainly glad he did. Sergio Pettis, a young man, but has already vaulted into UFC title contention. We will see what he can do in yet another big spot here tonight, Joe.
This guy has the ability to take shots that would put other fighters out, absorb the punishment, and just with sheer toughness, come back from the brink of defeat and achieve victory.
Our tail of the tape for this flyweight fight. Both fighters are 24. Pettis is 2 inches taller. He will have a 6-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 11 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA, Ray, the Tez-Mexican Devil, Bourque. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Taekwondo fighter, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Sergio Pettis. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our third man in the Octagon.
Go first round. You ready? You ready?
Well, how good is this? Reminds me of the good old days of Pride, the UFC Grand Prix single night tournament. This has been highly anticipated by fight fans around the world. And remember, if you sustain damage, that could affect you later on in this one-night tournament. Pettis gets hit with a kick.
Misses a huge hook to the head.
Tags him with that uppercut. Takedown, no problem there.
He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. Now he's going to go for a Kimura. He's got his arm pinned down. He's got that arm locked up. Now he's pretty deep. Oh, that's nasty.
Getting tighter.
That's it.
And there it is.
Great job in establishing that submission.
Yeah, Joe, that was quick, but can't say that we're all that surprised with this result here tonight. He said he didn't want to waste a lot of time. He wanted to be efficient, knew he wanted to get this fight to the ground and let his submission skills take over. Outstanding effort, even better technique here tonight.
And here we can see it again. Beautiful technique here on this Kimura. Perfectly applied for the tap. And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki is calling a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 38 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Ray, the Tez-Mexican Devil, Bourque.
So there he is, your winner by way of submission, and how good was that? I mean, you talk about maximizing a UFC showcase, and that's a great example of doing just that. You see him sharing a moment here with his coaches, his training partners, and you can be sure that with the hard work done and the hay in the barn, that these guys are going to be celebrating deep into the night after a submission win like this. All right, coming up next, a flyweight matchup between Demetrius Johnson and Juicy A. Formiga. So here he is, the Nova União staple Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Juicy A. Formiga. This guy is as good a back taker, Joe, as any flyweight in the world. Really, anybody in any division. This is not a gentleman you want anywhere near your back.
This guy has toughness that you cannot teach. He has an incredible ability to absorb punishment and the mental toughness to come back from devastating situations.
Born in Madisonville, Kentucky, fighting out of Parkland, Washington, here is the UFC flyweight champion, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. And when you talk about mixing all the martial arts, not sure anybody does it better at present than Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson.
Demetrius Johnson is a very pure mixed martial artist. He started out in MMA, so he's always trained in every single aspect of the sport, and he's always trained hard. He's a gifted athlete, tremendous speed, and he's constantly looking to finish fights.
And now our tale of the tape for this flyweight tilt. Formiga is 1 year his senior. He is 2 inches taller. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Flyweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Natal, Brazil, Jussier Formiga. And now, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 27 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Parkland, Washington, USA, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, 3rd man in the octagon for this one.
Let's go!
Connects there. Opens with the left hand and lands flush.
Hurt him with that uppercut. Oh, he missed that kick. Oh!
Vicious combo there. Now goes in and secures the takedown.
Reversed. Reversal here and into full guard. Lands a good shot from the bottom. He's looking to pass. Excellent sweep. Very nice sweep, winds up in his guard.
Oh, pretty good work here from the bottom, Joe, as he tags him with that punch.
Back to half guard.
Working on a choke here, potentially.
He's looking for the arm triangle here in side control. And what he wants to do is, he wants to push his opponent's arm to the side, trapping it in place with his neck. Then he wants to shift his weight, shift his hips down, press his weight down, clamp off. Stunning. Stunning, and he really made it look easy. Used great technique to get the choke and get the win.
So yeah, it came down to tap out or go to sleep, and his opponent chose the former. The choke was clearly sunk in deep, perfect technique, and ultimately that is one of the bigger wins of his career. He gets it done by submission here tonight.
And here's the end of the fight. And here it is again. Beautiful arm triangle submission, absolutely perfectly executed. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 8 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out,
Well, at this point, all that is left is the celebration, and it's nice to see this fighter sharing a moment with his coaches and training partners after the big submission win here tonight. He had no shortage of naysayers coming in. A lot of people said he couldn't come in here and submit a foe of this quality. Well, that should mute the masses a little bit. That should set him up for a big fight moving forward. Tonight, though, as I mentioned, all about the celebration, and it is on in the corner. It's a flyweight matchup between John Dodson and Louis Smolka. Well, he was born in 1991, so time is on his side. Here is the Hawaiian Louis Smolka, has shown a penchant for the finish thus far in the UFC. Joe has been in there with a lot of elite flyweight competition. Undeniably, another big one in front of Louis Smolka tonight.
He's an extremely well-rounded mixed martial artist. Fantastic stand-up, great wrestler, and very slick on the ground. He's worked hard to have world-class skills at every aspect of the sport, and there are very few, if any, holes in his game.
So here's the Albuquerque, New Mexico-based southpaw John Dodson, the longtime staple of the Jackson Wink MMA camp, training under the likes of Jafari Veneer, Brandon Gibson, of course Jackson and Winklejohn as well. This is an explosive power striker, outstanding speed, wrestler kickboxer who brings a lot to the table. Unbeaten as an MMA amateur, he was a state champion wrestler in high school. John Dodson still trying to chase down that elusive UFC goal.
John Dodson combines incredible speed, ridiculous knockout power, and fantastic athleticism to make him one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC today.
Hard tail of the tape for this flyweight fight. Dodson is 7 years his senior. Smolka will have the 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record of 11 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting at a Kapolei, Hawaii, Louis Samurai Smolka. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, John the Magician Dodson. And the action begins. Our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready.
Round 1. Dodson gets caught with that punch. Smolka's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. Nice punch by Dodson. Smolka's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Welcome to the jungle. In half guard position. gets reversed. Very nice sweep. And he lands a hammer fist. Tries to pass from full guard to half guard, but can't. He's going to try to take the back, I think. Tags him. Back to full guard again.
Just over 3 minutes to go, round one.
He hits him with a hammer fist.
Smolka's hammer fist is blocked by the defense. Ooh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Dodson. And he lands a knee. And both guys really throwing with authority. Joe, huge block there. The defense is holding up. Oh, pretty good entry here on the double leg takedown. No good. So unguarded right into the pocket, and as such, he leans right into that uppercut, left the head wide open, and I'm not sure how many more of those, Joe, he's going to be able to take. Let's see if he gets the hands up, tries to circle out, and get that head off the center line. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Smolka gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up, Joe.
There's a nice knee to the body.
Effective punch there by the Hawaiian Smolka.
Nice shot. Looking to avoid that left hand.
Oh, head kick attempt. It is blocked by Smolka. He is throwing that right with fight-ending intentions. Oh, straight right.
Nice takedown. Good control here.
Round two next.
Stop.
Excellent job. Deep breaths, calm down. Very good controlling the distance. Very good disengage and re-engage.
And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike.
Brittany Palmer with us.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway. Oh, that's a good knee to the body there by Smolka. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Smolka's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward.
He eats a high one. Attempts a big hook to the head, but misses.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Just missed with the left there. Smolka gets the double leg takedown. Nice job there, disguising his entry.
He's looking to take the back. Excellent movement here on the ground.
Looks like he might attempt the guillotine now.
He's in full guard here, looking for the guillotine choke. What he needs to do is, he needs to wrap his arm around the back of his opponent's head, slide his forearm underneath the chin, then he needs... He got it! Nicely done. Got caught in the choke, didn't want to tap, and went to sleep.
Yeah, great job executing the submission in that fight, Joe. Really excellent work, not just with the setup, but with the transitions and top-level technique to ultimately get the finish and put his opponent unconscious.
And so let's look at it again from another angle. He doesn't even get a chance to tap. And one last time, excellent technique on that choke for the submission victory.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 50 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to a guillotine choke, Luis the Last Samurai Smolka!
Well, the celebration is on in the corner after the big submission win here tonight. He told us during fight week that he needed to prioritize a finish here. Decisions were not going to be enough to take his career where he wants to take it, and expeditiously. So, gets the submission tonight. Now the celebration is on. There got to be few things in all of pro sports as satisfying than to be able to celebrate a UFC win with your coaches and training partners. And thankfully for this young man, now that is all that is left to do. All right, coming up next, it's a flyweight tilt between Henry Cejudo and Wilson Haste. So here's the former UFC flyweight title challenger Wilson Haste fighting out of Alliance MMA there in Southern California. Eric Del Fierro in his corner as usual. He's learned a lot from Dominic Cruz, and we've seen him incorporate some of those things into his striking game over the last several fights. This is a serious force at 125 pounds, Joe.
This guy is a leg lock and arm bar specialist. If he gets a hold of a limb, you are in deep trouble.
So here he is, folks, the 2008 Olympic gold medalist in freestyle wrestling, Henry Cejudo, challenged Demetrius Johnson for the UFC Flyweight Championship. When he has tried to take down an opponent in the UFC, he's been able to do so. That includes Mighty Mouse. We really, though, have seen a boxing-heavy attack in the UFC, outstanding hand speed on the Phoenix, Arizona native, Henry Cejudo.
This guy is taking shots to the jaw that would put many fighters unconscious and pressed forward as if nothing happened. His chin is legendary.
And now our tale of the tape for this flyweight tilt. Haste is 3 years his senior. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, here now the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record of 22 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, Wilson Haste! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Greco-Roman wrestler holding a professional record of 12 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, Henry the Messenger Cejudo! And when the action begins, a referee in charge, Herb Dean.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Well, no better way to pay homage to the history of pride in the UFC with this single night UFC Grand Prix tournament. Some of the best fighters in the world have come out. Let's see who will be the last fighter standing here tonight.
Tries some serious power in that kick, but misses.
Cejudo gets caught with that punch.
He's out. Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Well, Joe, we've talked a lot about his technique and how technical a striker he is, and that was really the shot heard around the world to get the finish here in the first round. Again, maybe he caught the guy cold a little bit. He didn't have a chance to warm up, but that is a huge result for him here tonight, and on the other side, he didn't take much damage. So, big, big win for him here tonight.
And here we see it from another camera angle.
So a huge result and a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the big knockout win. That could hold up as one of the better KOs of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 42 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Wilson Hayes.
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure. Still a few fights to go. But at the very least, you can be sure his next fight will be a big one, and he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights tonight. Coming up next, we get to a flyweight tilt between Ray Bourque and Juicy A. Formiga. All right, here he is, one of the best flyweights on the planet, Juicy A. Formiga. When he signed with the UFC, this was the consensus #1 flyweight in the world, and he's competed with the elite every step of the way. Outstanding rear naked choke, one of the best back takers in the game, Joe. This is a man you don't want anywhere near your back in a mixed martial arts fight.
This guy has ridiculous hand speed. His opponent is going to need to keep his chin tucked and his hands up high.
All right, so here's the flyweight contender, Ray Bourque, now training out of Jackson Wink MMA in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the longtime pupil of Tom Vaughn, now training under Brandon Gibson, Mike Winklejohn, Greg Jackson, and we've already seen significant strides made in the striking game of Ray Bourque. No denying the grappling, Joe. This man can wrestle, he can scramble, some of the best transitions and back-taking, not just in this flyweight division, but across mixed martial arts. Ray Bourque, a real factor at 125 pounds.
This guy has world-class throws. Look for his opponent to try to keep as far away from this man's clinch as possible, because if he gets a hold of you, the results are devastating.
Our tale of the tape for this flyweight fight. Bourque is 24. Formiga is 32. He will have a 4-inch reach advantage. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Natal, Brazil, Juicy A. Formiga. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 11 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Ray, the Chaz Mexican Devil Bourque. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, third man in the octagon for this one.
You ready? Let's go, come on!
Bourque gets caught with that punch.
Nice.
Kick to the body by Bourque. Blocks the shot.
It's in. He's deep. He's going to clasp the hands together. There's more pressure on that arm. Any second, he may have to tap. Straight down technique. Perfect technique. Great job in getting this fight to the ground quickly and getting an early submission.
Yeah, so a quick night at the office for him here tonight. He told us he wanted to be efficient. He didn't want to waste a lot of time. He felt his opponent knew the takedown attempts would be coming, and he got the fight to the ground relatively easily, and his submission skills then took over. Big, big result for him early in round one tonight.
And here we see it from another angle. Beautiful technique here, and the tap. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight. All right, we now go inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki is calling a stop to this contest at 53 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out,
So there he is, your winner by way of submission. And candidly, Joe, I'm not sure this night could have gone any better. He did have some doubters coming in. He said, I got to mute those naysayers. And they're not going to keep quiet unless I can actually get this guy out of there. So mission accomplished. No judges necessary tonight. He gets the submission. And now all that's left is to celebrate with his coaches and training partners. What a moment for this oncoming fighter here tonight. All right, coming up next, we get to this flyweight matchup between Louis Smolka and Wilson Haste. All right, so here he is, former UFC flyweight champion Wilson Haste. Had to wait for that title fight against Demetrius Johnson, and when he got it, he did not disappoint. Now Wilson Haste trying to continue what has been an outstanding legacy here at 125 pounds.
This guy has incredible takedown defense. Out of all the fighters in the UFC, he's amongst the most difficult to get to the mat.
So here is the proud Hawaiian Louis Smolka. He's had a lot of shining moments thus far in the UFC. Performance bonuses, finishing instincts. Very talented guy who many believe, with respect to Max Holloway, could be Hawaii's best hope to take the torch from BJ Penn. Louis Smolka, with much hype and expectation, makes the walk yet again tonight.
This guy is very well-rounded. He literally has no weaknesses in his game. He is technical in all areas of mixed martial arts.
And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight tilt. Haste is 7 years his senior. Smolka is 5 inches taller. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. And now one more time for the official introductions. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 22 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, USA, Wilson Haste. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 11 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting at a Kapolei, Hawaii, Louis the Last Samurai Smolka. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Here we go. And he switches his stance yet again. Haste's uppercut to the head. That one, though, blocked by the defense. Smolka gets caught with that punch. He's got to figure out a way to get that guard higher, Joe. Huge combo there for Smolka. Haste gets caught with that punch. Immediately shoots for the leg.
Wow, that was a quick takedown. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy. Moves to half guard. He's got full mount here. Hits the reversal here and into full guard. Trying to pass here. Oh, he got a reverse.
Takedown lands.
And he reverses position.
Going for that patented rear naked choke now.
He's got the arm under the chin. He's got the arm under. It's pretty tight. He's got that choke sunk in. Looking for that choke. Traps that arm. Very nicely done. That rear naked choke is getting tighter and tighter. And he's free. That rear naked choke was very tight. He's got side control. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy. He's posturing up here. Showing some good defense here, trapping that arm. Nice sweep. Boy, it's full mount.
Hammer fist here by Haste.
And again with the hammer fist.
And very effective with the ground and pound. Smolka gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here.
Big shot. Showing good defense here, controlling that arm, keeping him from hitting him. Oh, man, I love it. He's working from full mount again. He went for an armbar here. He's got the arm here. Now he's going to throw his leg over. Turns the hips. He's going to sit back. Throw the leg over the face.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Break the grip.
He won that last round. He's all over you with the submissions. Let's avoid that. We train this in the gym. And your defense showed you know what you're doing. What you're being...
And here we see some beautiful submission offense here. Let's look at that again from another angle. And let's take a look at that from a different camera.
Brittany Palmer in the building as usual.
Are you ready? You ready?
All right, round two. Hook to the head by Smolka.
He caught that one right on the knee. That could have hurt.
Connects there with the punch.
Oh, he tagged him to the left.
He's got him hurt here. Man has his chin been tested early.
Hard uppercut. Look at this. Takedown.
Now closes the distance.
He's got double underhooks here. And he hits a beautiful trip here.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Back to full mount again. Big shot from the bottom.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by the Hawaiian.
And he's looking for an armbar. He's got the arm here. Now he's going to throw his leg over. It looks like he's got that armbar locked in tight. Throw the leg over the face. He might get it here. Look at this. Break the grip. He may have to tap any second now. This armbar is very tight. And he gets out of it. Deep armbar. Beautiful escape. In half guard now.
pause there for Smolka.
Side control again.
Just over 2 minutes to go.
Half guard. And now it moves into full guard. Trying to take the back here. Working from side control. Moves into full mount. Awesome control from the top. Hammer fist.
Continues to attack here. We'll see if he can set up the arm bar.
He's got the arm here. Now he's going to throw his leg over. It looks like he's got the arm bar locked up. Throw the leg over the face. Look at that. That is high-level ground game there. This arm bar is very deep. He might be forced to tap here any second now. And he's free. That was a deep arm bar. He's inside control here. Landing some big punches from this position.
15 seconds.
Excellent movement on the ground here. Always trying to better his position.
2 rounds in the books.
Beleza. Olha, é o último round agora. A gente não pode dar mole. Fica com a mão no alto pra...
And here we see some beautiful submission offense here. Let's see it again. Beautiful submission attempt. It looks good, but can't get it.
Ariane Celeste on hand. Third round underway.
Now, starting off this round, you've got to think that the barrage that he endured in that last round is still affecting him. He's going to want to start this round off and move and avoid taking any damage. He moves to full guard here. He's going to try to take the back. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground.
Smolka gets caught by the elbow there. You know he's tough, but you just don't want to absorb
Looking
too
to
many more
attack
of
with
those.
an arm triangle. He's got the arm secured. Now it's deeper. This arm triangle looks very tight. He may have to tap. That's it. That's it. He got choked, didn't tap in time, and went out.
Yeah, Joe, I'm not sure if I'm most impressed with the setup or ultimately the technique to finish off the choke there, but his opponent showing off his patented toughness wasn't willing to tap, so ultimately he goes to sleep. A huge result that we are just digesting here tonight.
And one last time, super tight choke, and he's out. And it's over before he even gets a chance to tap.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight, Joe Rogan, as he gets the win by way of submission. Certainly one of the bigger wins of his career, and as big a statement as he could have made here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 29 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by submission due to an arm triangle choke, Wilson Hayes.
Well, what a submission win for this oncoming force here tonight. I think he's going to be a problem for a lot of fighters in this division. Tonight, though, is all about the celebration after getting the finish that he so sought coming in here tonight. You see how happy his coaches are, his training partners. This is going to be a fun night for this team and one that they have richly deserved.
Talk that talk. Streets need that.
All right, coming up next, it shall be done. The Flyweight Championship fight between Juicy A. Formiga and Wilson Haste. Well, it's got to feel good for this man to make this walk. He has chewed up and spit out all comers on his run to contention. Now he is the undisputed #1 contender, looking to become the new UFC flyweight champion. A lot of people think he has the skills to do just that. Tonight, though, his opportunity to prove it in front of a sold-out crowd tonight, that he is the best 125-pound fighter on the planet.
As he steps towards this cage, he understands this is one of the biggest moments in his life, the biggest moment in his career. He is looking to take this title, and he believes his time is now. His preparation has gone perfectly. He is in outstanding shape. He has a great game plan and a great camp, and he believes that he will emerge the new champion of the world tonight after this fight. Champion headed to the cage right now is in the groove. He is in his prime right now. His training for this bout has been perfect. He believes he has a solid game plan, and he's ready to step in here and retain his title. He is well prepared for this contest.
All right, let's get to the tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. Haste is 1 year the elder. Formiga is 1 inch taller. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. Once again, here is the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Rabin. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, presenting the challenger, Wilson Haste.
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back to
I am very fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming. The fans have been anticipating this for a long time, and it is gonna go down right now.
All right, here we go. The UFC flyweight title is on the line. This should be good. All right, so here we go, early round 1. This man remains the hunted at 125 pounds, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion. And throughout this title run, he has gotten off to a good start. We'll see if that holds true here tonight as round 1 gets underway. Oh, clipped him with the jab. All right, so here we go. First round is underway. As a submission specialist, look for him to go for the early takedown attempt. He's going to want to take this fight to the ground, at least at some point, and try to set up a submission. Oh, and he gets the single leg takedown, Joe. That's his best shot.
Into side control. Nice punch. Excellent movement here on the ground.
Nice hammer fist.
He's mounted him.
Haste's lower jaw now, Joe, starting to show some signs of swelling. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Good defense here on the ground. He's got that one arm trapped. Now he gets the full mount again. Hip escape, nice hip escape. Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy. Tries to pass, but doesn't make it.
Just over 2 minutes, round one.
He's back to full mount again. Look at this. He's got that armbar locked in. He's got it here. Look at this, though. Oh! Oh, this is not good at all. And he got out. Wow, that was a deep one. In full guard here. Now he's in half guard.
1 minute to go.
Beautifully executed sweep. Full mount. He postures into place. He's got the arm trapped of his opponent. Good defense. And he executed a very nice sweep here and wound up in guard. Beautiful sweep.
The horn sounds for the end of round one.
I love the intricacies of the ground game, but neither guy seemed willing to take a chance when it went there, which makes for a very stale, very unexciting matchup. And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike.
Brittany Palmer in the building. Round two here.
This is going to become one of those things where you're just wondering what's the opponent going to be able to do to him. Not even whether or not he's going to win, but what's his opponent going to be able to do to him. Really swung everything into that kick, but fell short.
Haste gets tagged by that straight punch. Nice land for the offense there. Hand speed, man.
They're both landing bombs on each other.
Omega gets the takedown. Now let's see if he chooses to pass here, Joe.
He's got it right here. He's in the half guard. Excellent posture here. And got full mount. He's attacking with a submission. Here he goes. Let's see if he can finish it. He's got that armbar locked up. He's got it. It's almost there. He's got that pretty good. That's pretty tight. It's very close here. It's getting tighter. This could be the end. That's a wrap, folks.
Will do it.
Beautiful technique in winning this fight by armbar.
Yeah, that is an outstanding submission win turned in by that fighter here tonight. And not just the finishing instincts, but just the transitions and how patient he was to make sure that he had not just isolated the arm, but secured it before he tried to torque it. Near perfection in terms of the execution of that armbar.
And one more time from this angle, we can see that armbar locked in tight for the tap. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So there he is, the UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, and what a way to get it done and leave with the gold tonight. as he earns the victory by submission. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Let's go to stop for this contest. At 2 minutes, 8 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, and still the undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world,
So how about that effort out of the undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion? He defends the belt successfully by way of submission here tonight. And what a moment there in the corner as they celebrate this latest victory. It is going to take a monumental effort to dethrone this champion at 125 pounds.